he really crushed it, and this is an absolute work of art. And so I just wanted to share it with everything. This thing handles every tough situation I've ever seen when it comes to trade copying, and on top of that, works with TradingView, NinjaTrader, and Tradevate. Hey guys, so I have been coding and developing trading systems since early 2009, and since then I have seen just about every technical thing that could possibly go wrong can and will happen at some point. And so with the advent of these prop firms, the current stage that they're in that came around a few years back, a lot of people are out there seeking trade copiers, and I was one of them. Didn't want to code one for myself, so I went out and looked around at a few, used them for a few years actually. And for the most part, they're really good products. But every one that I used, it led me to occasional high stress situations where I would see the orders on my follower accounts, which are the accounts that were being copied to, did not always handled correctly. Sometimes they'd have incorrect stop sizes because if the entry order on the from account might get partially filled or filled second. Just that sequence of events, things that don't always happen as frequently with or at all with live trading, happen a lot more frequently with prop trading. Because, for example, if you place an order on one account, in a prop account, because that's a simulated environment, the order in which the orders actually get filled, because they're not resting on the exchange, can differ, and that can change how some of these trade copiers copy those results. I thought I was stuck living with the issue of where trade copiers were, because these seemed like limitations not of the software but just the environment they were in. But then I got talking with Will over at Pure Financial Academy. He really crushed it, and this is an absolute work of art. And so I just wanted to share it with everything. This thing handles every tough situation I've ever seen when it comes to trade copying, and on top of that, works with TradingView, NinjaTrader, and Tradevate. So let me just go ahead and drag in this wonderful copier here. So here I have a bunch of accounts open up, and this is my Tradevate account that I have set up. So I'm going to set this up as the account I want to use for copying purposes. So all the orders I place on this Tradevate account here on TradingView are then going to get copied to any of the other copy to accounts that I select. So let's just choose the 1 through 5 here. And let's say for these first accounts, let's assume that they're a bit smaller in size. So maybe I only want to trade this at 1/10 the size. So if I'm trading an one ES, maybe I want to trade 1 micro. So I have two ways. If I want that perfect asymmetry, there's 2 ways to do that. And on this convert mode, we can just do a standard convert. So a lot of trade copiers have that feature. It'll convert a mini to a micro. But what if I don't want an exact conversion? So that's where this IntelliSize comes in. So let's say, for example, what if I think the perfect size is 12 ES for maybe my primary account, which is pretty large size, but my follower account, maybe I have a bunch of prop accounts and I could trade 12 micros, but that's going to cost a lot in commissions. What if I could do 1 mini and 2 micros without trying to do the headache of manually going across those markets and placing them? So then I can come in here and say 0.1. So we're going to do 10%. And let's just to illustrate here, we'll do 0.2 for the second one. And then maybe the third account, I just want a 1-to-1 perfect ratio. Now I have some other options in here. So if I was managing investments, I could come and take a look at some of those things like notional value, account value, or just a fixed value. If you want to say, I always want to trade this lot size, then that is an option as well. Just about any sizing option you could possibly want, you would find in there. So I'll just set these other ones. Let's go ahead and set this other one to double the size. And then this last one, we'll just do a basic conversion. So just 1-to-1 down to the micro. And so now what this is saying, we place trades on the Tradevate account, whether it's from TradingView or inside of NinjaTrader here or in Tradevate. It's then going to go ahead and copy that order to these other accounts with the size that we've specified here. So we'll get all different kinds of sizes on these other accounts. And then I also have an option turned on here to automatically flatten my accounts at, right now it's set to 4:50 p.m. because a lot of these prop firms and live brokerage firms, if you're trading into that close right before the mark to market comes into play, then you are going to be in a margin violation. So they go ahead, you want to make sure that you're flattened before that time. So I just turned that on in case I forget to check my charts at the end of the day and accidentally left an order open. All right, so let's go ahead and over to TradingView here. Just going to go ahead and submit a sell order here. Let's go ahead and submit. On this chart right now, I have it tied to the third account here that we're seeing. So we are seeing the two ES there copied over. That's just a one-to-one copy. Whereas if we see these other accounts here, we have one that was sized to 10%. So it's a 2 lot on the MES. 20% would be a 4 lot on the MES. And then over here, where the one that we doubled the size, we have 4 ES being seen on there. So now let's go ahead and see if we can get this order filled. All right, so now we have the order filled. It was copied or moved instantly on the other accounts. All right, guys, so now let's say we want to go ahead and place a sell order. I think this market is going to the floor. We're panicking here. We're going to go ahead. Oh, we don't panic. We wait for opportunity. So this may not be the best time to sell, but for illustration purposes, let's just watch how fast we can move this down. So right now I've not clicked confirm yet, but as soon as I click confirm, watch what happens to the other accounts. It fills instantly all these accounts. Did you see how fast those other accounts had their orders adjusted? So let's go ahead and do that again and click confirm, move that stop loss right away. Very quick order recognition there. And now let's go ahead and make this even more complicated. Let's go ahead and do another sell order. We're going to have another take profit. Let's say I have another stop loss up here. And now let's say we want to put another sell order just below. If it does start, we want to add to our position. So let's go ahead and click sell there. We have our, oh, sorry about that. That was a limit order. So I just added to the position, but you saw how fast it snapped into there. So now let's say we want to go ahead and sell again. How many orders can we manage? Order submitted. Go ahead and get that filled. So now we have all these exit orders, and we can go ahead and just to make sure, down below here, we've got a lot of orders showing up, different positions and orders. We can see that they all match. So let's just, for purposes here, let's go ahead and start closing out some of them and just watch what happens. So now we're position 2. We can look at this a little bit more closely. We were expecting our first account, the 2 ES, and it's protected there. Our second account, MES, it's protected as well. Stops, targets are in the same location. The third account, it was 20%, we're protected, and so on. Well, the rest of our accounts all look good there. So let's just go ahead and close this trade out, and everything is perfectly flat. There are no issues. Beautiful, fast execution. Hopefully you guys find this tool as useful as I do. If you want a 15% off coupon, enter coupon code Lance to save 15% off your trade copier today. Happy trading, guys. This thing is amazing.